What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back to another episode of KittyTheCockatoo Plays Blacksad under the skinny plate. If you want to see more, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and smash the notification bell. So last time we managed to discover that the lizard that we saw pretending to be a doctor with Bobby Yale is in fact involved, and we're currently trying to break into a building where he's just got him with a briefcase, but we've got a horse trying to murder us, so we're going to try and find our way in. Alright, so how far do we want to go? We can't go there. Invisible balls. I don't think the answer's over here. We're just walking over. Oh wait, it is over here. What, we can move? Oh, we're gonna be able to drive. Hold W to move forward and S to move backward in into. Okay, that makes sense. Could you not be beeping now? I mean, is this what we need? And where do we want it? Not that way, because that's a ship. Oh no, actually, do we want it this way? No, we don't want it that way. We don't want it that way. I'm just enjoying driving around with my little... What do you even call these? It's like a mini forklift? No. It's forklifts are the really big things, aren't they? Oh, we're gonna crash now! The Blacksad looks kind of like adorable, like driving his little thing. Did we want to pick up a box? It didn't say anything about being able to pick up boxes, did it? No, so we can't pick up boxes. Alright, that's that question answered. Maybe we're running the horse over with it, we're just like, no. Don't know where we're driving to. I guess we just go back here. Oh, jazzy music comes in. Smooth criminal. Stay put. Oh no, we should have pounced. Let's just try it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Oh no, we need the timer. Oh. Well, I wouldn't have recommended growling before jumping, Blacksad. That was a bit dumb, my friend. A bit dumb. Okay. Okay, there we go. That took way too long to think about. Have a casual wander around the reef. Hang on.
I did mess up a guy's face with an extinguisher once, but this kind is too heavy for my current needs.
That'll block the gunshot. Nice. I'd have taken the guns, then he can't like come back get into the gun later, you know? Oh, we're just gonna take him. Alright. That works too. Oh, what's he doing there?
What does this place have to hide?
Have we got any more deductions to make? Yes, let's make the deductions dead quickly, because then we're on the right track. I don't know what these deductions are, but... Oh, there we go.
Of course, he's Randall Lee's partner. I should be careful. When they gave me a beating, I could see he was kinda trigger happy.
Oh, it's alright, it's alright, he's already dealt with. And then... I'm just gonna check around here. Oh, phone.
Will I need help? Who would I call?
I mean... You could call Smirnov, but then you'd sit there thinking... Smirnov could get into trouble. But that phone's there for a reason, so maybe you should phone someone? Then I'd feel shit if something happened to them, you know? I already feel like
According to
got someone
this,
killed.
the warehouse belonged to a Canadian import company.
Can we look at the address books? I feel like that'd be... No, okay. 'Cause I feel like that would be where you'd want to look, but... I don't think it's going to give us that option now. Imagine that being your office. Ugh. Looks dingy and cold. Not at all pleasant. Maybe I am supposed to call for help then, because... Oh no, there's stuff here as well. Oh, do we want to press the button? Oh, this is going to be a puzzle, isn't it? Yeah, this is going to be a puzzle, okay. So we're missing something in there that we need. Maybe? I did the exact same thing. Odd. Maybe talk to our horsey friend.
Don't you even think of screaming.
I might not even talk.
It looks like an arrowhead. What's this warehouse for?
It's where I take my naps. I thought that was obvious.
Do you want to risk saying that?
Answer my questions, and I'll protect you from Mitchell.
What?
As soon as he finds out you've talked to me, he'll kill you. Just like he did to your partner, Randall Lee.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
That didn't work.
Where did Mitchell go?
Mitchell? What Mitchell?
If you don't answer my questions, you'll spend the rest of your life in Sing Sing.
Only if I don't answer? Come on.
What's Mitchell up to?
Damn, are you in love with this guy or what?
Guess we'll leave you to think about it.
I'll give you a minute to think about some more convincing answers.
Okay, so we're gonna have to figure some stuff out before coming back to him. Maybe. Still don't know if I want to talk to somebody. Oh, hang on. Well, we missed that. I just want to call for help because then if something goes down, someone's going to get hurt. And don't want that. So I guess he's a Native American?
It could be an Ojibwa totem pole, in which case, the top animal would be a crane. If I'm not mistaken, these are incense sticks, used in cleansing rituals.
Oh, an owl. That's really cool. I find the bird characters are
A
really
dream
well designed.
catcher. It's supposed to protect children during the night, trapping all evil in its spider web.
I have one of them. Oh, that's a tomahawk, isn't it? Can we interact with that now? Is that's the end of that then? But maybe if we put that with the arrowhead, that might be enough to go around the bins. That might be enough to now interact with this guy. And I just have to make the deduction first.
I'm going to ask this again. What's this warehouse for?
I think we need to do the... I think we need to do a deduction.
I'll give you a
first.
minute to think about some more convincing answers.
Because we can put 2 and 2 together, but Blacksad hasn't put 2 and 2 together yet. Right.
Everything seems to prove that Gil is a Native American, and I'm almost sure that the woman in the picture is his mother.
Alright, now let's see if he's willing to talk.
You know who'll always believe in you? Your mother. My mother never lost her faith in me. And I gave her plenty of reasons when I was a kid. It all started with something as stupid as keeping the change when she sent me for groceries. Then I started stealing fruit from the street stands. And finally, I turned to pickpocketing. Somehow, my mother managed to keep me in school until I got into college. But I never gave her reasons to believe in me then either. I made new friends. The type of friends that convince you to do things that wouldn't make a mother proud. Then Pearl Harbor happened. I got drafted and sent to Europe.
Wait, this is... Oh, okay. I thought like this was like he was involved in friggin' the other war.
They told me killing was my moral duty, but I discovered it could be addictive. Not all victims were Nazis. But when I got back, I was treated like a pariah, a veteran outcast who never should have come back in the first place. And yet, my mother never ceased to...
I also fought in the war. That's where I met Mitchell.
Oh, yeah.
They used me, like many of my people. And then they just tossed us aside. The first time Mitchell offered me to do this, I told him to take a hike. I wanted to get my act together, but I ended up begging him. I don't like Mitchell. I don't like the things he makes me do. I don't like that German rat either. But what I like least of all is myself.
So there's a German involved?
I don't like what I did during the war, and I don't like what I'm doing now.
I kinda feel sorry
Do you
for
know
this
what
guy.
it's like to kill a friend for the sake of the mission?
He killed him.
But my mother, she always thought I'd make amends and start anew.
I kinda feel sorry for him in a weird way.
Maybe it's time I did just that. It's number 3.
If we call Smirnoff, will he like take him away and protect him, or? Do you know it's that? That. Ah, just he's trigger happy. Alright.
What if it was Gil who killed his partner, Randall Lee, under Mitchell's orders?
Alright, so are these numbered then? Is this one? Oh, that's 1. I was like, is this one 3? And then it's like, no, there's a number 1 right beside it, you idiot. Sometimes I'm really dumb. Oh, shit's about to go down. Of course, if he'd called Smirnoff, at least he'd get evidence. I'm just convinced that someone would be killed if he called someone in to help. We've already got one person's blood in our hands right now. Well, I don't trust this chimp. Well, maybe we should trust him. Maybe the game's trying to set it up so that we don't, even though we should. Right, do you want to go that way or this way? What the flippin' the heck? There's a kid down here? What?
Go away!
Hey,
You
it's all right. Don't be afraid, little girl.
What?
I'm a friend, okay?
Vita, no hurt.
Oh, this got dark. That looks like a Blacksad puppet. Are we gonna do a little puppet show? Oh, yes. Yes.
Once upon a time... Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess called...
Brunhilda.
Hi, my name is Brunhilde, and I'm very happy.
said Brunhilde.
Oh my
And
god, this
then
is amazing.
Brunhilde, who had a beautiful name,
Really beautiful.
a really beautiful name, ran into someone very special.
Oh, who was it?
A magical
A
cat.
magical cat called John.
I'm a magical cat. My name is John.
Oh, this is amazing.
Hi,
Actually
John the
amazing.
cat. I really like magical cats. Hi, Brunhilde. I'm gonna use my magical power to help you. Get out of the cage, too.
Nein, he's sad.
You say silly things, John the cat. So what are you gonna help me do?
Oh, we messed up there. Fill some color balloons.
Fill up a bunch of color balloons. I love balloons. What's your favorite balloon color? Wow, that's a very hard question. But John the cat, it's the easiest question in the world. Let me show you how easy it is. My favorite balloon color is
Pink.
pink. Whoa, Brunhilde,
Mm,
that's exactly what I was about to say.
bird.
She looks so creepy.
Bird. John. Brunhilda. Freund. Du play. Ich look.
Okay.
Hi, bird. Why are you wearing that mask?
Weil. Gas.
Well, maybe we should get out of here. What do you think, Bird? And what about you, Brunhilde? Don't you think that?
That was actually amazing. Like, actually amazing. Oh. That was just the best thing ever. That was seriously amazing. Favorite part of this game, hands down. Blacksad just gets out a cigarette, blow everything up. Yes. Indeed.
A list of names, somehow related to chemical agents?
I see you, little card. A hyena, that's really cool. I like hyenas too. Very misunderstood creatures. I'm going to watch the movies now. Oh, we are going to watch the movies.
Subject: Brunhilde Gruner.
Oh, is this a Nazi doctor?
Day 1500. The patient's ability to speak continues to diminish.
It's getting brutal.
Now she can only pronounce the occasional word in German. Tissue degeneration persists. And yet, perhaps due to drastic reduction of benzylproline dosage and an increase of ibupropion, we have observed a 3% of deceleration of said degeneration. Furthermore, and perhaps this is the best finding so far, the subject exhibits a mild recovery of her speaking. It's not a lot, and yet we are on the right track. All hope is not lost.
But that sounds like they're trying to help her, at least. I wonder, can we get the disc over there then? And well, it's not disc, is it? What did you call the film? Should we get the film over here and try that?
Subject, Craig Spano. Treatment, Day 0. The subject is a veteran baseball player who has lost speed, strength, and agility due to the regular aging process. The patient refers intense pain on the right scapula, most likely caused by an old injury. The goals of our medical approach are twofold. To relieve pain caused by the prior injury so that the subject can play without symptom, and to help the patient regain the physical condition lost in the aging process, thus allowing him to perform at elite levels. Treatment. Day 120. The patient no longer feels pain when using his right arm, circumstance that allows him to pitch without fear. So far, the only side effect seems to be a slight euphoria experienced 3 hours after dosage, which subsides 4 hours later, taking the patient on an emotional roller coaster of sorts with bouts of mild trembling. Treatment. Day 341.
Oh god.
Moments of euphoria and boosted physical performance have become increasingly shorter, while the ensuing periods of depression and weakness have become longer, including severe tremor. Although we have met all therapeutic goals, we will proceed to terminate the treatment in order to avoid causing irreparable physical and mental damage to the patient.
Okay. So is that everything that we needed? Oh wait. Bobby Yale's there. Helen Moore. Alright, let's make the deductions. Yes.
Mitchell is cashing in by selling drugs to enhance athletes' performances.
So it's definitely a big drug thing going on right now. Oh, we got another deduction? Definitely got, like... I can't imagine them killing over these drugs, could they?
worst part of Mitchell's scheme isn't that it's illegal or unethical, it's that he didn't even care about compromising the athlete's health.
Oh dear.
Gil? You know you're not allowed down here. You know you're not allowed.
You bastard! I kill you right here, right now!
I don't know.
You don't know? I know you're testing drugs on that girl.
Brunhilde? No, she's my daughter. She was born with a degenerative disease, a rare condition similar to the Engelmann syndrome. There are only 4 known cases like hers, and none of the patients reach the age of 5. But I couldn't give up. I continued to research and found something. It didn't make her better, but anyway, that same treatment used on healthy subjects seems to improve their stamina and their reflexes. It also seems to improve their pain threshold. Somehow, the Reich heard about my experiments and tried to recruit me to create super soldiers. Yes, that Reich. We're talking late 30s, Berlin.
Hitler's a cat.
I escaped with Brunhilde and came to your country.
I thought you'd be a
But
German
the
Shepherd since
American
you love
military
German Shepherds.
also heard about me. I spent the entire war experimenting with drugs on soldiers. Some were highly effective, I must say. When the war was over, my experiments were discarded. I was forbidden all access to the drugs, and Brunhilde got worse. But then God sent me Angus Mitchell. We had met during the war, and he came to offer me a deal. I would make drugs for athletes, and he would sell them. With my earnings, I could pay for Brunhilde's treatment. What else do you want me to say?
What are the long-term effects of those drugs?
It depends on the patient, but they all develop an addiction, even Brunhilde. They also suffer other symptoms. Some become delirious. She's losing muscle mass by the day. Others lose their ability to focus. And some, slowly but surely, lose it all.
About those pills.
Oh, we're zooming in on here. Yep. There we go.
There was a bottle there before.
It's the chimp.
What is he looking at?
Oh, no, it's him.
Don't dwell on it, Josh. You had to tell him the truth in order to protect Brunhilde. I would have done the same thing. Finish packing up your things and stop torturing yourself, okay?
Thanks, Angus. I won't be long.
Oh, honey. You like living here? Yeah, me too. But we have to go somewhere else, and it's all that bad cat's fault. Yes, sweetie. We're going to a
Guy's
new
pretty
home
as hell.
now. A prettier one. and you'll be happier there. Now go with Papa,
I
honey.
guess he is behind it all.
Give him a kiss. Go on. Give him a kiss. Go on.
Oh, don't tell me he's gonna kill Daddy.
I'm sorry about this, Josh, but
Oh,
we gave it our best,
cunt.
didn't we?
What?
You absolute
What do you mean, Angus?
dick.
I wish it hadn't come to this.
Oh no! Oh, don't you dare.
Angus, what's wrong?
Goodbye, Josh.
Could we have stopped that? If we'd asked for help, could we have stopped that?
I hope you're happy, you son of a bitch. They were good people. I hope that made you feel better. I like it when you smile. You're so far from the truth. What the?
I wonder if we could have avoided that. Oh god, nearly missed that. Oof, that must have hurt. Oh, no, we don't want to. Oh no, because he's already tried that door. Oh no, the gas Ah, you dumb. Dummy. Dumb. It was the gas mask. Moron, you moron. It dawned on us after we did it as well. I was like, why would that even be a choice?
The mask would buy me a bit of extra time. The question was, how much?
Oh no, it's the chimp. Zoom in.
Spano just ran out that way.
Climb, Blacksad. End up walking off a wall, aren't you? Oh god. Spam. Keep going.
The mask was barely working. I needed fresh air.
Wait, have we failed? We made it this far. Are we right to trust a chimp?
Big Spano is back! Did you miss me? Who wants to see a home run? Now you're gonna see. Bring it on! Let's go! No.
Oh, rip. I wasn't watching. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yes. Come on. Staying alive. Staying alive. Oh, he didn't make it. You have to sing that, if you ever do, resuscitation. You sing the song Staying Alive. I don't feel like this was a good ending at all. Like, everyone's dead. We lost Mary. We lost the chimp. We lost the rat. We lost the lizard.
Don't torture yourself. You did everything you could.
Will he make it?
The doctors think so. They found him unconscious by the basement door.
What? Could Gil have blocked the basement door from the outside to kill Mitchell?
You think? That's a serious accusation. Are you sure, or is this just a theory of yours?
I'm just gonna go for it.
It's just a theory. Let's hope we get the truth out of him.
Huh. You think Gil was involved in the previous murders?
What if it was Gil who killed his partner Randall Lee under Mitchell's orders?
Another serious accusation. Are you sure?
Let's just go with yeah.
Yes. Everything points in that direction, including my gut.
Because I don't think we
Wait.
can help him anyway.
Couldn't Mitchell be Randall Lee's murderer?
So maybe sometimes we should just go for the complete approach. Nah, he's not very good at shooting people.
So he misses with 2 shots at point-blank range, and then he hits a guy smack in the forehead from across the street? No. Mitchell is not the sniper who wiped out Randall Lee.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But we still don't know what caused Craig Spano's death.
Oh, but we do.
There's no doubt about it. Spano took drugs from the lab, and they killed him.
But if that were true, how many more athletes are in danger? And most importantly, who are they? Is Bobby Yale involved?
I didn't see them all, but write down these names.
May as well
Peter
write them
Lowe,
down.
Xavier Chains, Helen Moore, Bill Goldman, Miles Benton, Alexander Wood, Jacob Ziegler, and yes, Bobby Yale.
Thanks. Saving lives for a change, huh? In any case, this has gotta stop. We're friends, damn it. You should have warned me about this.
Yeah, I should have.
I should have let you know. I'm sorry.
Hey, John. Surprise. It could have given a tip to a friend, don't you think? Or is that only the case when I helped you?
Get that guy out of here.
Can we help quickly, or is he just gonna have to run for it? Poor weakly.
All right. Let's get this over with. When the war ended, Mitchell convinced Groon to use his super soldier drugs on elite athletes. Somehow, Dunn found out about Mitchell's scheme. So when Mitchell heard that Dunn was onto him, he ordered Randall Lee to kill him and frame Yale for the murder. Then, he made Randall search Dunn's house and the gym for any incriminating evidence he might have had against him. The poor cleaning lady died almost by chance. When you stuck your nose in the case, he tried to scare you by sending his thugs to give you a beating. And when that didn't work, he asked Randall Lee to finish you off on the gym rooftop. But Randall not only failed, he got captured. So Mitchell ordered Gil to put a bullet through his head, which only made Gil upset. You kept getting closer and closer to the point of discovering his headquarters. When Mitchell realized he was cornered, he burned his bridges by setting the lab on fire, along with Dr. Groon and his daughter. Gil saw the opportunity to get back at Mitchell, so he blocked the only exit so that he would also die in the fire. Did I leave any loose ends?
Just a few. But don't worry about it. I'll take care of them now. So I guess thanks for everything.
Oh, we definitely got the bad ending. Like, definitely. I mean, apparently there's like 6 or so endings in this game.
In your classic noir films and novels, solving a case never amounts to a happy ending. The detective is always left with a sense of bitterness. A feeling that, before he took the case, the world was a better place. That he was a better person.
Come on, now speed it out.
Sometimes I just let my character get the best of me.
What do you want from me?
I told Stone what I knew. That he was going to let Yale win. That if he didn't, O'Leary would destroy Helen Moore's career. And that Moore was doomed either way. Or would be, as soon as America discovered her sweetheart was on drugs.
I don't believe you. No way. Who sent you?
Today? Nobody.
And what if I did believe you? What would that change? If I don't do this for her, how could I ever look her in the eyes? How could we stay together?
You think you'll stay together when you lose your title and they accuse her of doping?
At least I know I tried.
The drug scandal is bound to rattle the entire sporting world soon enough. At some point, the police will have to take it seriously. If you let Yale win, and they find out about O'Leary, you might even lose your freedom.
It's not the worst thing I can lose.
Or were we supposed
Suit
to
yourself.
convince him to take a dive?
But trust me, your manager is a murderer. Get as far away from him as possible.
Hey, Blacksad. I'll think about it.
I don't know if we did the right choice there at all. I feel like this is the end of the game, so I don't know whether to just keep this episode going. It might be a really, really long episode, but...
Yale confirmed to me that Dunn found out that Mitchell was giving him meds. That was the reason they argued the evening of his death.
In fact, I was clean at the time. Hadn't used for days. I didn't want to go down that road. I wanted to follow Joe.
But he discovered everything.
He didn't believe me when I said I had nothing to do with it.
But you used again.
Only after his death. I needed to cope.
But the drugs gave you a panic attack.
Yeah. But I've been clean ever since.
Mitchell gave you the pills when he stopped by the hospital. Hence, your miraculous recovery. Are you planning on taking them before the fight? Don't do it, Bobby.
Yeah, we don't
Someone
wanna
has
take
to
it.
save the gym. I owe it to Joe. And Sonia. And my Aunt Mary.
Thorpe has enough money to save the gym, but he won't be able to save you if you go through with this. Sorry about your Aunt Mary. She was a good woman.
I'm really sorry about your Aunt Mary. I'm definitely playing this game again.
Stone and Yale hadn't taken away the bitterness I felt. I needed a friend. He was outraged that I hadn't given him the tip, but he let it go as soon as I bought him a milkshake.
Weekly's a man after my own heart.
After the perfect storm of corruption and murder, only friendship could reconcile me with the world. Only that could make me believe in mankind again. Only that could cleanse my soul. Only that. And money.
Money, money, money.
In your standard noir novel, Yale and Stone would be punished for breaking the rules. There would be justice for Sonia, the victim. But this was the real world. As the detective who had cracked the case, I just had to get my paycheck and be on my way.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Blacksad. Mr. Thorpe is on his way. Care to take a seat while you wait?
I guess I'll just have to wait.
He'll be here in a minute. Please, take a seat.
No matter how many curveballs destiny throws his way, he always manages
Look
to
at the
land on
seal.
his feet. When he was a rising sports talent, the war put an end to his career, so he became a war hero. After the war, he didn't end up like Gil or like me. He became an elite athlete, a Hall of Fame football star. When an accident left him in a wheelchair, he went on to succeed in advertising.
Oh, could he be behind it? No. Oh, but he could. Because all these, are these like the names of those who use the drugs? Oh, he is! Thorpe is behind the whole damned thing.
That's not possible. But what if Tim Thorpe was somehow involved in Mitchell's operation?
Mr. Blacksad? Mr. Thorpe is running later than expected, but he insists on meeting you, if you don't mind.
Sure. As long as you help me fight off this boredom.
That's not in my job description, but...
If my hunch is right, there should be a meeting with Mitchell noted somewhere in Thorpe's agenda.
Let's go.
Well, you see, I've got a problem. In order to figure out how much Mr. Thorpe owes me, I need to know what day I started working on the case. But I can't remember. You wouldn't have that written down, would you?
It sure wasn't on my shift. I'd remember. Let me see.
Sorry, the game crashed before, so I'm having to... redo it, I'm afraid, guys. I don't know why it crashed. It just got stuck on a loading screen. Let's have a look. See here. Oh, I can see something scribbled in there. Hospital. That's when I saw Bobby Yale. Yep, we met Bobby Yale. Reg McNeil. Claude Hinkman. Come on, woman, turn the pages quicker.
What? Dunn was here 2 days before he died? Why didn't Thorpe ever mention that?
Because
I'm
Thorpe's
sorry,
guilty as
but
fuck.
your name's not on here.
Wait, I just remembered something. The day I came, Joe Dunn had just walked out the door.
Well, no. You don't have any appointments. Although, I guess I could have forgotten to write you in. Mr. Dunn, who's usually very kind, left in a flurry. He even slammed Mr. Thorpe's door.
Okay. Now I know I have to get into Thorpe's office.
And he didn't even say goodbye.
Yes, that was the day. You don't recall me because the minute I saw Dunn stomp out, I followed him. I never actually came in.
Of course. That explains it.
No doubt. So, since it looks like Mr. Thorpe won't be here soon, I think I'll go take a walk down the hall. Gotta stay in shape.
She's like, I'm not buying your bullshit.
Come on, Thorpe. Tell me there's a back door to your office.
Won't be the restroom. Oh, card.
Maybe I should play the Smirnov trump card this time.
Yeah, give Smirnov a call.
Smirnov didn't know what to think. He asked me to watch out and call him as soon as I had more information. He also told me that Gil had finally talked. He denied having blocked the basement door and said the truck door opened, but he got knocked on the head as soon as he tried to get out. He then woke up when the police found him beside the basement door. Obviously, the same person who had jammed the door had carried him there.
That beats some dodgy dealings from Mr. Thorpe.
If Weekly were here, I'd have to tie his hands behind his back.
Ah, we're gonna use the window thing, aren't we?
Cats aren't afraid of heights. That's why I've never felt vertigo.
This looks like the boardroom, not the office.
In my experience, when something looks really good, it ends up smelling really bad.
So maybe we need to move that thing along to another window, but we'll have a look in here. Oh no, wait, president door. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
When one of the strengths, the accuracy of his throw, I earned the nickname Iron Arms. I used to throw the ball in 58 miles, and yeah, when whatever it wanted. And my coach, the great Joffrey Sachs, and so I worked hard. Pearl Harbor. I enlisted immediately. After losing a partner in combat, a serious injury, I asked to be relocated. I became a sniper. I know I shouldn't say this, but I was one of the best in the army, and it was all thanks to my accuracy. No, it was all thanks to Jeffrey Sachs. I wonder how many Americans that man saved with my arm. After these words, Tim Thorpe is moved almost to tears and asks me to take a break. It's shocking to see how an athlete and soldier, a man whose aim and skill won him a Medal of Honor and the nickname Surgeon among his brothers in arms. That can't be. I mean, it could be a coincidence, but no.
Oh.
Why am I surprised? In every investigation, there comes a point where every single lead seems to go down the drain. And you have to retrace your steps to get back on the right track.
Okay, we're still missing something. Oh, there we go.
Of course. Oh, crap.
Now we should be able to make the deductions, because it can't be anything else. Oh, there we go, that's the one it was missing.
That's it. Thorpe is the man behind the whole drug operation. Everything adds up now. And yet I can already hear Smirnov telling me I have no conclusive evidence. What if I set a trap for Thorpe? But how?
I have to lure Thorpe into a trap. haven't used that one yet, so...
Ha! What if I place Thorpe's gun up there and corner him so that he has to stand up to get it? The show was about to begin. All I needed was an audience and some patience.
Stop it!
Arr! Don't you know who you're dealing with, matey?
What a silly man.
Mutiny! You wants to be shark bait, do ya? Oh, Blacksad. I feel terrible for keeping you waiting.
John,
But you see, there was mutiny on board, so...
stop.
You see what I
Killed
have
his
to put
best
up with.
friend. And then he's sitting there with his best
All
friend's
right,
daughter.
helmswoman, to the cabin with you!
just evil.
Onward!
Aye, aye, Captain.
Come along, Blacksad. Julie, don't let anyone bother us. Honey, will you wait in the boardroom for me, please?
But,
I'll just be a minute then. I think you've already suffered enough.
okay.
And think about where you'd like to have dinner tonight, okay? You see, I'm not gonna pay you for solving the case.
Wow. I thought you were the kind of man who was true to his word.
No, it's not that. You'll get every penny we agreed on, and more. But not because you solved the case, but for her. 2 days ago, she wanted to end it all. Drop out of college, sell the gym. Too many wounds to heal. But through your incredible work, you managed to heal them. Well, perhaps not completely. It takes time to get over something like this. But at least, thanks to you, Sonia wants to be happy. She has hope. I'm going to help her make Dunn's gym the best in the city. Who would have ever guessed it, huh?
In the end, it seems like Dunn's death was the best thing that could have happened to the gym, huh?
Don't be so cynical. By God, can't you stop playing the hard-boiled detective for 1 second?
Nope, not when I'm talking
Anyway,
about murder.
back to the case. All those people you confronted. Gil, the German doctor, even Mitchell. Huh. I would have never suspected him. Did they say anything? Why did they do it? Did they mention any accomplices?
They did mention a certain surgeon.
Surgeon? You have any idea who that could be?
A journalist told me. Ring a bell?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I'm sure you've got good intentions, but you're wrong. What makes you think that? I'm sure there's an explanation.
I know that you are a highly skilled sniper, and I think it was you who shot Randall Lee at the hospital.
Have you seen me, Blacksad? How could I possibly do that?
Because of the pills.
Don't deny it. I know Mitchell gave them to you.
People see a wheelchair and think, poor guy, he can't walk. But there's so much more to it than that. Some nights I can't even sleep from the pain.
That doesn't explain why you didn't tell me you knew about those drugs.
I hired you to solve this damn case. You think that's what a murderer would do?
Only because you thought I'd blame Bobby Yale and drop the case. But as soon as I realized something wasn't right, you sent Randall Lee and Gil to give me a scare. And when all that failed, You ordered Lee to kill me.
You're the type that won't open his jaws once he's got his prey, aren't you?
Depends on the prey.
Oh. Why did we leave the gun there? You'd think we'd remove that, wouldn't you? Oh, you didn't go for the gun, you went for a cigar. That's alright then.
Put yourself in my place for a minute. You're a promising football player who just got back from the war, but you're still a nobody. The man you saved kindly opens his house to you, and that man is still undone by his wife's passing. He works all day at his gym, and he drinks himself to sleep at night. So you practically end up raising his daughter. You give her her very first abacus. You encourage her to further her education. You comfort her when she misses her mother and her father. Meanwhile, your sporting career takes off. Life is good. Until one day, out of the blue, an accident cripples you. An old friend, Mitchell, tells you he knows someone who can help you. A German doctor.
Oh, the limp syncing has really gone off.
His drugs take some time to work, but they do wonders. You manage to walk for short bursts at a time, little by little. And those bursts keep getting longer. But the drugs aren't cheap at all. So you have to find a way to pay for them, don't you see?
So you started by selling drugs to athletes. Then you decided to start an advertising agency to hire those same athletes. Drugs would help them excel, and you'd get better ad deals. The perfect business model. Your first client? Craig Spano. His career had hit a rough patch, so... He was the guinea pig for your new operation. And yet, when the drugs started having serious side effects, you got rid of him. Afraid he would talk, you tried to kill him. That's why he hid. From then on, your business was smooth sailing. You even began to think you were above the law. You thought that you were untouchable. Until Joe Dunn found out, and then, 2 days before his unfortunate death, he came to see you.
That's enough now! You stop it! Now, I don't know if I'm above the law, but I am sure as hell not beneath it. Do you know how much power I have? The kind of people I eat with every day? I could shoot you right now, and nothing would happen to me.
With that gun you keep in your drawer? I'm afraid not.
Oh, he did take the gun.
I placed your pistol out of reach, just in case you happen to confirm my suspicions, Iron Arm. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have an appointment with the police.
I won't let anyone wreck
Really,
my
that was
life
Kitty Plays
again.
Blacksad.
Sonia and I, we deserve a future.
You can come in now, Smirnoff.
Timothy Wilson Thorpe, drop your weapon. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the state will provide one for you. Mr. Thorpe.
Oh, because she still has her gun. We are definitely getting the worst ending in this game. But an emotional one, at least.
Sonia Dunn. You are under arrest for the death of Timothy Wilson Thorpe. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Just shut up. Sonia should never set foot in jail.
Blacksad, don't.
You know damn well that Thorpe never would have gone to jail. He would have pulled his strings and the case would have been dismissed for lack of evidence. Or worse, they would have blamed someone else.
No, there's no way this could work. How do we hide this? John?
I'll put the bullets back in the gun. Thorpe had me at gunpoint, but I was faster. We're doing the right thing, Chief.
John, why do I end up getting my hands dirty every time I'm close to you?
Good one, John. Sonia doesn't deserve to go to prison, no way. I was a bit worried about that one. And since I actually prefer that ending, because justice was served in a weird sort of way and Sonia doesn't go to prison. Oh, I still feel so bad about that one.
After everything that had happened, the last thing I was interested in was the fight. Did Yale take drugs before the fight? Did Stone let him win? I had done everything in my power for things to go the way my moral compass dictated. Whether anyone would listen to me, that was another story. Because no matter what they tell us, our actions don't always determine our future. My moral compass. As if I even knew what that means. I didn't even know what to think of my performance throughout the case. Did I have a clear conscience? Would I have made the same decisions, given the chance?
Some of them no. Let's just go yeah though. Let's help poor Blacksad out, man. Alright, so thanks for watching that, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I highly recommend Blacksad as a game. I probably will be replaying this to find the different endings, but obviously I probably won't be showing that. Please stay tuned to the channel for more exciting content, and we'll see you next time. Toodles!